Tuesday. We talk about technology-based HIV prevention program for the youth. It's also a game of best and worst with Lunga and Mo Kids. For our health tips, we talk about food that is good for the brain. Hello, what's good, everyone? Welcome to the show, The Golden Hour on Health Tuesdays. Sisesikona Sibo Bush, Dr. Benu. Today we are celebrating so much on the show, guys. A very good evening and welcome to the show. The only show we say hashtag Kumnanzi Ekari. It's good to be home. Today on the show we're talking about so much, guys. Technology-based HIV prevention. I like to say that, topics that are surrounding HIV and AIDS are topics that we cannot stop learning from. So we have that later on in the show. And of course, your favorites, guys. Mokes are on the show today, guys, and of course, yesterday was supposed to, give you guys a glimpse as to their best and worst experiences. So so we're learning the side and we're also entertaining you the side. So we hope that you guys will stay glued to your screens, guys. It's a Health Tuesday, and of course that means that my partner in crime, aka the Bush Doctor on Health Tuesday, is also here. Just like a blue, but
no, white no, but invisible. Good. How are you? It's a Tuesday. We are doctors. We get to be doctors and give expert advice. But based on research. Right?
Yes.
For our viewers. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Golden Hour. It is a Health Tuesday. It's Bush Doctor Soshidonoma. Today we are looking at a very important day. Say Golden Hour. Libito would see Fresh Spinach Day. No, I've never heard of anything like that. What's that about?
It's like spinach, guys. Basically, spinach is a vegetable that is nutrient dense. But it's a superfood. So I guess I went them superfoods before. So it's nutrient dense, but also has low calories. When I go a reference a Popeye before on the show. So Popeye got his energy from eating a lot of spinach as well. So imagine the wonders.
Spinach though.
Basically, we're celebrating a leafy vegetable. We know that doctors always say that eat your greens, guys. So we're celebrating it today because it's good for your hair, it's good for your skin, and also it can prevent you from a lot of sicknesses such as cancer. So spinach. So that's what we're saying. We're saying eat your spinach. And
evidence of why it's important to eat spinach because you eat less vegetables, leafy vegetables. Iron, so eat more greens, eat that spinach, fresh spinach, for that matter, as we celebrate the day. And of course today is what is called AI Awareness Day, right? So I took to AI say corner. We see about 20 years ago. So this is the next 20 years won't be the same, even internationally we've seen so much, advancements in AI, what are we doing about that? One thing that I know that the Minister of ICT has been doing and still is doing, about AI awareness, AI, appreciation, a symposium or a seminar, strengthening research and innovation, a Happy Valley, which is quite good. Yahlanganisa bantu researchako noma boss angathi kusingaba bita ukuthi bobani ngeSwati, but bantu researchako labo in different fields of academia babuye bakhulumisa indaba emqoka research, background information and all that. It's quite good to see that our country engages in such conversations too.
Yeah, definitely. Also science, guys. Basically, but what we're talking about here is just the fact that artificial intelligence has been here for quite some time now, excuse me, and a lot of advancements as well. But of course, we do have our random facts. It's a Health Tuesday. Let's take a look at some of the random facts that we have. So my random fact says most toilet paper is sold in most of the toilet paper sold in France is in the color pink. Imagine if you could have pink toilet paper. I have a pink couch, so pink toilet paper. I haven't seen any in Eswatini. Have you seen any in Eswatini? Pink toilet paper?
No.
But I would love for there to be pink toilet paper. I'm a girly girl like that.
Pink. What if it's expensive?
I can afford it.
You can afford it. No, ma. Hey, be careful. Be careful, girl. Be careful to sign a toilet pink toilet paper pink, the pink and you have nothing in the fridge.
I know.
So I love it for France.
I love it for France as well. What's your random fact?
Okay, mine is about eating your boogers. I know it sounds and is nasty, but this one is about eating your boogers. Siyathi sibampa abancane na ungamgadi kahle uyamkhanza vele seka akopa impumulo yakhe uyamkhanza thinsa indzawo lekungafanele ukuthatha ithinze. But there's this particular random fact. Sike sakhuluma ngecockroach ukuthi ibisi lecockroach li more nutritious. It is more protein than anything you ever tasted or ever taste it basically, but this one says eating your boogers gives your immune system an extraordinary boost.
Oh wow.
Why? But I judged this random facts because if eating your boogers, was a boost to your immune system, then
back in the day, right?
Yeah,
definitely.
But yeah, I do judge it, but it's a random fact. It is up to you how you use it.
All right, guys, and of course we do have our guest, the artist. We show you guys a blurred picture of an artist, someone who's in the entertainment scene, someone that you know and love, be it local or international. Woo, I feel like I know who that one is. But anyway, send a voice note to the number that is going to show on screen, 7621-4888, to tell us, Guti, who do you think that is? I feel like it's giving someone who's into music and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you have a hint?
Yeah, I think you're thinking of someone with a name that starts with T.
Yeah.
But she's so pink. This one is pink.
Okay.
She's pink.
Okay.
She's a bit pale.
Yeah.
So I'm really,
okay.
I'm not sure.
Thank you.
Personally.
Okay. I thought it was someone else, but now okay.
Yeah. Personally,
okay.
I think I'm not sure who that person is. But when I think hit us up on 76214888, and of course we do have our social media. Follow and like everything we post on Eswatini TV on Facebook, then Eswatini_TV on Instagram. Let's not waste any time. Let's get straight into our entertainment report on a Tuesday on the Golden Hour.
All right, everyone, it's time to delve into our entertainment stories. Today, what we want to talk about is, that lady that was in Sarafina, Whoopi Goldberg, guys. So Whoopi Goldberg basically did something that everyone didn't think about. Well, I guess it's unofficial, or you could get arrested for it, but she wanted to, spread Emma Ashes Amawake at Disneyland, and a lot of people had a lot to say. Guti, that's a public place. That's where tourists go to have some fun. So they felt like she overstepped to a certain extent. So basically, she wanted her late mother to spend eternity in one of her favorite places. So Tanzania at Disneyland. So Whoopi Goldberg is also a host of The View and fan of Disney, and during an interview with Seth Meyers, she revealed that her mother, Emma, who died in 2010, also loved spending time at Disney parks, so much so that Goldberg said she scattered some of her mother's ashes on the It's a Small World attraction at Disneyland. She says her mother loved Disneyland, so they took her there because she loved the place. So anyway, basically Whoopi Goldberg has also been named a legend of Disneyland in 2017, and she did inform the park after the fact, but basically it's not allowed, it's prohibited, but that doesn't mean that people don't try to do it all the time, and people are like, she should lead by example. She wasn't supposed to do that, but we do anything that we want for the people that we love, especially people that are gone, honoring their memory. When ungahamba nje uyocitha ema-ashes ama kwakho lapha, noma ngiyabekisa lapha ke mbabane uthi bekathanza make phaki.
That sounds cultish.
It does.
And I feel like her mother's ghost. I do not know what happens to people when they die, but what if that thing haunts the people that spend most of their time at Disneyland during the day, at night, but no.
That's how you know
I
you're
like
African.
I like it how they do it. They spread that ash.
Yeah.
Elwandle.
Yeah.
I prefer that as opposed to just spreading it anyway. I know it's not good.
Umchaza ngalokuthi ukhuluma ngekuthi what if gumbe her spirit or whatever. That's how you know you're African. Thina sibelivela kakhulu guys etipokweni, umumfu spirit sakhe sesihleli lapha sekuba, but there's a lot of things that are going on. So anyway, that's what she did, and of course people had a lot to say. I don't know how I feel about it, but you can let us know on our social media handles.
Yeah, so one other story, Mr. Beast. Do you know who Mr. Beast is?
No, I don't.
No,
Mina ngathi Mr. Bean.
No, not Bean. The one with an ST, not with an N at the end.
Beast, no.
Mr. Beast.
No.
I'm not Mr. Beast.
We're
talking about one of the greatest YouTubers of all time.
Maybe I'll see a picture and then it will ring a bell.
Okay, so Mr. Beast, had hosted a competition, for about 50 YouTube content creators.
Okay.
So 50 of them. Some of the familiar faces. Do you know anyone on that picture?
Nope.
Kai.
Nope.
Logan.
No.
No one.
Soccer stars, what are those?
Okay. Those are YouTubers.
No.
Content creators.
I'm not really on YouTube, guys. Hey.
No, you shouldn't be there for you to know. You should just watch and don't watch podcast and chill only.
I only know about podcast and chill, but you know,
Okay.
those are the people that I know.
Okay, so Mr. Beast, well known for creating high content, or high quality content of extreme competitions, usually involving outlandish challenges and huge cash prizes, constantly raising the bar and upping the ante for how crazy his content gets. So the YouTuber, who's the most subscribed channel on the platform with over 300 million followers and popular videos, including his reenactment of Netflix Squid Game. I'm sure you've watched Squid Game.
I have.
And a competition where the last person to leave the circle wins about $500,000 US. So in particular, this particular video that we're talking about, a hair-raising video, that's how they call it, a willing participant on the world's deadliest obstacle course, which saw them take away about, 800,000 US. So it's about 16 million in Malangin. So you can imagine how much money Mr. Beast is to just, give away or share with people. So now in a recent upload on his YouTube channel, he had over 50 popular YouTubers battling out in a series of challenges in a bid to win about 20 million emalangeni, which will be awarded to one or more of their subscribers. So you win the money, you share with your subscribers. So the prize incredibly sits at a pile of cash. There's a pile of cash where the competition is at in the middle of the studio while they take on tasks, including, shooting basketball hoops, playing Jenga, and carving out shapes out of cookies, which is reference to what happens in a Squid Game. So chatting to Jaden Donaldson. So Jaden Donaldson is a YouTuber, the one who won the $1 million US. She said, it's hard for a lot of artists out there. I'd like to really send a lot of this money to art school. That is according to her. So that's how she'll be spending the $1 million.
How difficult are the challenges, though? Have you seen?
Very difficult.
Oh my goodness.
Very difficult. Most of them are just, no, they are really challenging.
Okay, but nothing hazardous like that.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
But they're quite interesting. So you do anything for, 1 million
for
bucks.
money. It's a lot of money. I guess that makes sense. We should have that in Eswatini. So participate.
I don't know. People are competitive out there. So if you'd watch the 1 year, 1 million, you'd see how competitive people are.
All right. We like it for them, guys. And of course, now we're bringing it, local. Local is lekker. So we are talking about a one-man show, Christian Mars, guys. Previously, we've heard him on the show last week, Thursday, talking about, his theater plays and how he's helping young people. But today, we want to talk about his one-man show, which he's pushing for September. You guys can go out to play. And of course, he has a South African act, Say Pumila, Ilaina, Pia Pumavela, and you guys must buy your tickets. And of course, Nolwaze has the tea and all of that with her report. Let's check it out.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I go by the one and only Christian Mars Ninjan Banfana Basemakaya Banfaba Mag Emakaya Shionjan. Thank you so much for having me on the show. The theme of today's show is very exciting. Banfaba Mag. Itimu longathi nawe icabanga ubone ukuthi vele lapha kutabe ngomadima. It's coming out to have something with gold.
The award-winning poet Christian Mars will be hosting the second edition of the one-man show on the 28th of September 2024. This year's theme is gold. Christian elaborates on the significance of gold.
Unpromising times emhlabeni. Just know ngokuthi ngekhathi kwakho you still have something gold within you. So now ungena lapha erumini noma ngabe ugcoke all black. Nangabe kunento lonayo lena gold, water nayo. We're just encouraging the gold spirit of excellency and moving forward with greatness. Basically, there's a lot that will come from this one because we are releasing an album for just this show. So we are focusing on 12 tracks and hopefully we'll have an orchestra full team to come support and be with us on stage. We are still finalizing that because we are arranging a few meetings this coming week. In terms of the back checks and everything, but we are forming up 12 checks which will be for an hour approximately because one-man show, you have to perform more than anybody else. I won't give you a glimpse of the full lineup, but it's one of the best poets to ever do it on scene in the international market. Well known as Zamokofi will be coming over for the one-man show. I've been willing to see him on board, or rather be and share the stage with Diamond, because they're so good when it comes to writing and so much experience in the scene of poetry, and it's out best.
Last year's show only featured local artists, but this year there will be South African acts such as singer Mduduzi Ncube and poet Zamokofi.
And also we'll be having Mduduzi Ncube, one of the best shows you could ever expect this year, and we're doing it 110% because we know what you need, we know what you expect. So as creatives, we'll do nothing else but the best to dish you the best of content and life and happiness into your souls on that golden show. That's what I call it. Golden show with golden people. Let's do it 110%. And so it's a lot of work and a lot of psychology that is involved as working on a show on its own, especially a one-man show. Funa ubuke i-theme ukuthi uyakhona kuyicoverisha in and out of stage. You understand that. So it's just a lot of it, but God is good all the time, God is good. We're doing this 110%. Don't miss out, because when you miss out, be part of the experience and be part of gold. You are gold. Ladies and gentlemen, to just come to this show, but in the theme, have something gold within you. It is a very powerful theme that analyze. Just remember that in as much as you're gold, come with your gold.
Well, that is the one and only Christian Maz. He calls himself, he is actually a multi-award-winning poet. You know, yakoda lagangwane eka Eswatini. So he has an event coming up. But I'm really anyakala and worried because there was some copyright infringement that went on right there.
Yeah.
You know, he tried to call his show Golden something.
Yeah.
We'll penalize him for that.
They
right?
can only be one golden show.
So speaking of artistry,
Yeah.
forms of art,
Yeah.
poetry, we're talking about an art exhibition that will be taking place, an art fusion,
Yes.
that's what they call it,
Yeah.
but it's an art exhibition that will be taking place at, the one and only University of Creativity and Innovation, Itabene Art Fusion exhibition, whereby, contemporary artists, fashion designers, geniuses in music too, will converge at, their hall and their space, and share, knowledge, share their different, forms of artistry, but one person who knows best about this particular event is our entertainment reporter, Nolwazi. Have a listen to this.
A startup company that involves construction, basically everything that falls under art. So we're bringing a platform to the school where art lovers can share their colorful minds. We'll have a lot of activities that have to do with art, that share that one love with art and expose it to the world.
The Korea Association is inviting all artists and potential sponsors for an art fusion exhibition that is coming soon at Limkokwin University campus.
Art is everywhere we go, and I believe we could use this day to pay homage, as my colleague has said. So there we will be having events like fashion shows, a gallery where artists could show their art, showcase their art.
It is a 3-day experience that is more of an opportunity for artists to showcase their work in terms of fashion, art, music, and many more.
This is where people could come and immerse themselves in painting, like experience colors, experience paint, like the feel of paint on your hands, the feel of creating something from your own mind. That's something most people don't get to enjoy. So
Baphelele Fagutse and Solunathi Ndlovukazi from Gorilla share more insights on the proposed event.
this is my chance to invite the big people and local artists.
I think another platform that we could add, we'll have the big production companies that provide a platform for creative lovers, such as Yini Logo Gallery. We are also planning on approaching Yebo. I think everyone knows Yebo at Eswatini, so we can actually give these art lovers a platform for them to showcase their art to the world. And
don't miss out on this exciting opportunity to experience magic.
And we hope that we are going to be seeing you there by the Art Fusion, guys. As you can tell, it's very hot in here.
When you're being shady.
I'm not being shady, you guys, but we hope that you guys actually support, local entertainment, local arts fusions, like Sebashito Elim Kokwin, guys, is going to be hosting this first of a kind event, guys. So if you're a tailor also, you can showcase, because I did say that they're going to, do a little runway stuff, do a little, painting, and already, we're expecting a lot of things there. So moving on, guys, we also want to talk about Musa Keys, right? So Musa Keys has been collaborating with a local non-profit organization, Bridges for Music, as well as international artists for his upcoming EP, guys. It's titled Mix It Up Volume 3, and of course it has 3 tracks: Living My Life, Come Closer, and No Police. So American rapper A$AP Nas and Nigerian singer Tani also lended their voices on the tracks to honor the South African heritage and to provide a platform for up-and-coming musicians. The non-profit organization Bridges for Music and the Mix It Up project were established. So obviously Musa Keys bekakhona not so long ago nokphila bushfire, and we liked his performance. So this EP is giving nothing but amapiano.
I'm trying to think of what you're saying. Look, it's just only a piano. I'm also looking at the picture.
Yeah.
Go see how they dressed. There's a giving piano, a fusion of piano, Afro pop, hip hop. Yeah. But who doesn't love Musa Keys?
We all love Musa Keys, guys. So we hope that
song of Michael Jackson.
Yes, he's giving really, he really is giving mini Michael Jackson. I love him so much.
Yeah, I love him too, Noma. That's it for our entertainment report on the Golden Hour. We take a short little break. We'll be right back on the show.
It's your golden hour.
Catch Eswatini Lifestyle Friday evenings at 6:30 p.m. on Eswatini TV. And of course, this is Eswatini Lifestyle, and of course, this is your wonderful host, Chukiz Meaning, who's here to give you nothing but the best of the entertainment and lifestyle scene in the kingdom of Eswatini. Get the trending stories with your favorite stars of Eswatini in fashion, showbiz, food, travel, and events. They say when you're in doubt, which color do you wear? Orange. Simply follow Eswatini Lifestyle on our Eswatini TV pages and social media platforms. Don't forget to catch the show Fridays at 6:30 p.m. Repeat on Mondays at 9 a.m. on Eswatini TV, Spogo Semaswati.
It's still a Health Tuesday on the Golden Hour, guys, and of course that means that we have to talk about all things health, and today in particular sikhuluma nge technology-based HIV prevention program for the youth. So Dumelo ke uhambile ke wayokhulumisana na Nosipho Dlamini, the coordinator for this program. It's a SADC program, and it's talking about HIV, what we need to do to protect ourselves, access to treatments.
Oh, it's quite new. It's technology and HIV. So we're appreciating AI, embracing technology that way. So
definitely.
Yeah, THPPY.
Yes, THPPY.
That's why they call it.
Yes, that's right. So let's see ukuthi Dumelo ufunzeni bekahambeke nanolwazi Thabet, our entertainment journalist.
So you get to see her.
So you get to see her for the first time, guys. Sesiyamlontsha ke manje. Let's learn from them.
Hello guys, we are here at Limpopo University to find out more about the THPPY program. Stabes Kulumana Programs Director or Coordinator, let us tell more about the program.
Okay, my name is Nosipho Dlamini. I'm the project coordinator for THPPY, which stands for Technology-Based HIV Prevention Program for Youth. Which is a program that is in 3 countries, 3 of the Limpopoans, in Eswatini, in Lesotho, and in Botswana. And in each of the countries, we are in partnership with the Nature in Swaziland, NAC in Lesotho, and NAPA in Botswana. And the objective of the project is really, as the project says, it's technology-based HIV prevention project. Why Limpopo and why this particular project? One, we have the target market as Limpopo University. Target market yetu is between the ages of 15 to 24 years old. And why this target market is because in the last the spike in new HIV infections, the highest spike in new HIV infections is between this age group. So this target group was then chosen based on that. And this project was chosen for also ngoba Limpopo University is a university of creativity and technology. Yes, so because of that, because of the technology, young people between this age group are really involved in technology. You are constantly on your phones, you are on social media, and so we thought the HIV prevention should happen on technology platforms, yes. So hence this project. It was initially supposed to start in 2020, but obviously because of COVID, it then started in 2021. It is funded by SADC. There is a special HIV/AIDS funding that is with SADC, and this was the third round of funding in which this project was funded. And as I said, it's in the three countries, Lesotho, Eswatini, and in Botswana. Swaziland, because Eswatini was the one that wrote the proposal and is the lead implementer for this project, yes. So I'm actually coordinating 3 countries, yes. And each of the countries, we have the project officers who are working tirelessly in this project. And so what is the aim of this project is really to make sure young people, one, get the right information about HIV/AIDS, and also that they are able to use tools to be able to access the services. As Limpopo, our job is really education. It's really not HIV prevention. However, because our clientele, which is the young people, it was important for us to be involved in this. And we are grateful to SADC to have sponsored and funded this project in these 3 countries. The important thing that we have done so far through this project, we have social media pages. In Eswatini is the real THPPY, is on Facebook, is on Instagram. It was on X, but we saw that there wasn't a lot of movement there. We are on TikTok as well. In those platforms, we try and push as much information as possible about HIV. The good thing is one of your presenters for this project, this program, he was our presenter for our podcast. We had a podcast that had different topics on HIV prevention, and you can go and see them in the Real THPPY network on YouTube, and you can find information on different topics, PEP, PrEP, as well as interviews with even our SADC secretariat. We had Dr. Lambuli interviewed in one of the episodes. So in Botswana, we have a campaign called Siabe Sami. Siabe Sami means, what's your contribution? That's what it means. So young people are involved in Siabe Sami, in their Facebook campaigns, their billboards, their SMSs that have been sent, their radio programs, on Radio Yarona. So there are lots of activities that have happened. In Lesotho, we've had boot camps, one with young people from all over Lesotho, and the second one with the young brigade from the military, from the Lesotho military. So a lot of work has already been done. We've tried to reach as many young people as possible. The jewel in our crown is a mobile app. This mobile app was developed between the three countries. And the mobile app, its purpose is to connect the young person with the service provider. So as I said, we are not an HIV prevention service provider, but we have many service providers in each of our countries. So those service providers provide voluntary male circumcision, they give condoms, they give family planning advice. So we wanted that connection to happen because the one thing that we realized about young people, they do not want to go and have a face-to-face conversation about their health at a clinic or a service provider. So the app provides a medium for them to, one, access the service, to get the information, know where the service provider is, what time do they open and close, if there are fees, how much are the fees to pay for that particular service. And then it also ensures that the service provider is able to get the statistics. Yeah, Guti, if a young person in Nosipho lona 15 wakasomjalo sezulwini, I want to find a service, PrEP. So nangfuni service PrEP, I go into the app. I've already downloaded the app, it's on my phone, I register myself, and then I find which service provider provides the services of PrEP. I find out when they're opening and closing, and then I can even communicate with them directly. If I want to get, if I want to get the service, I get into a queue. On the app, I put myself, say, yes, I want the service, and I'll come. And I get into a queue. Gulo service provider, guvela the queue, and akuveli igama lami. Guvela a unique number that I'm given. Guti ngingene ku queue. So nangifika kulo service provider, angikhulumi kakhulu. Ngiconza la kucondwa khona la kune line khona, you know, where we go to the reception of a place for a service, and I say I'm number 3741. And then they say, oh, 3741, thank you, please go into that room or sit there to be serviced through that door. Yabon. So sengiconza kule service lengifunako. We thought this was going to be appropriate so that more young people would get services. And also service providers would be able to get, on the back end of the mobile app, be able to get, ufike a 15-year-old female, access this service. So that's how we have been able to do this project.
It's your golden hour.
Okay, but vuka sikhulume.
Is marriage the prize? No.
Do I smash on the first date?
Also, I don't have exes. I only have a current.
It's your golden
Welcome back to the only show where we say hashtag Gumnanze Kaya. It is good to be home, the golden hour. We carry on with the show. It is time to, go about a little trivia, a mini trivia, with our faves, your faves too, former TV presenters, now doing a lot of things in their lives, side hustles, entrepreneurs, a lot going on. So we as the golden hour are interested in knowing these two personalities, Mulunga Makwele, Utabashogaba aka Bake spoiler. Then we have the one and only poet Ngumo Kets Nomfundo Wagasfunza, sharing with us their best and worst moments. Listen attentively.
Hello everyone, this is Lunga, aka the First Cool Old Lou, aka Velocitaptor, aka the Darius of the Pimpy Kid, aka the only one, the chosen one, and
Which movie?
No, it's just me.
Oh. Hi guys, my name is Mokets. You can call me the Mighty Mokets or Her Royal Highness Mokets, and this is the best and worst with Lunga and Mokets. Actually, this is the best and the worst.
I think you're trying to say the West, because me and Kanye. So, all right, let's go. The best and the worst.
Yes.
I'll start with my worst. I once got a DM from this hun, but she was married and she said some really explicit stuff there. So I can't say them now, but she wanted to do something to me until I weep. So it was kind of scary, but we made it. And do I say my best now? My best.
Your best?
My best has, hands down, has to be this Kendrick and Drake beef. Best thing ever. Amazing thing. Because they put Drake in his place. That boy be wildin'. He deserved that beating. Well, not physically, but Yeah, I like Drake, but papa.
I think the worst experience I had on social media was when I had to defend my religion or Buzayoni Bami type thing. When there was a whole debacle and some well-known pastor was defending another church saying, now Zion, you are embracing, or Jericho, Rome and whatnot, you are embracing as if we need to be embraced. Like there's something wrong with us. Oh, team, embrace Zion. So I was like, no, Zion, and you're not embracing, there's nothing wrong with us because a pencil skirt, there's nothing wrong there. So yeah, I think that was really not nice, but I had to stand my ground and say, you are not embracing us. The best social media experience, man, what's happening now between Maverick City and whatnot, and people judging Maverick City. I'm like, I stand with them because Jesus stood with everyone. He was there with everyone, everywhere. So the people about Maverick City is Will Smith and that devilish ex, the Yola Sinners, Kaloko, and yeah, so I think I'm enjoying standing with Maverick City and more people, more Christians standing with them because now so yeah. Is it when I do it myself or when I don't know, because your people can't cook. Right, guys. My best. No, wait. My best. It was in Zambia. I was in Zambia sometime last year for my brother's graduation and for my birthday celebration. Yeah, no, the Zambians can cook. I think there's a place called Bojangles. If you get a few cents, fly to Zambia.
My best culinary experience was we went to this place at what is this place, man? Mkaya Game Reserve. Mkaya Game Reserve had some amazing food, and I forgot to ask what I was eating, but it tastes so great. It was an animal, I know that, but I forgot which type of animal it was. It had some beautiful filet there, and some soups that was spectacular, and I think that would be one of the best foods I've ever tasted. Well, it comes second because, you know, my mother, number one.
And my worst is when my elder sister cooks. Baby girl can't cook to save her life. It's the worst every time I eat. I'm like, why is there so much water in the food?
She ain't never gonna cook for you again.
She is. I'm gonna eat it and I'm gonna complain daily.
I simply just wanted steak. And I don't know what was wrong with the steak. Maybe it was my tongue or something, but couldn't do off, man. I couldn't finish. It was the first time I couldn't finish food. We
got the picture.
It was disgusting. It was terrible. It was horrible. It was pathetic. But I can't say who.
The worst experience was in high school.
What your high school when?
Listen to this. It was in high school and the head boy was my crush and I was in Form 2. And I saw the head boy with his girlfriend and I played Imone songs on repeat in my ears. I don't want you back.
That song?
I don't want you back, yeah. And there's another one that says, how could you do this? I was like, how could you do this? I saw him walking down the street with his girlfriend. Yo, Betuna, heartbreak.
Bro didn't even know you existed. So you're Kyle.
You didn't. You actually didn't.
Who's the Now find out. Huh? In the worst possible way. You know when you're trying to surprise your girl, be like, hey, yo, man, I came through to your house unannounced. Official, right now, I know never do that ever again. Announce when you're coming. Because she told me that she's somewhere with some friends. And then I called the friend. I was like, she ain't picking up. She's like, she ain't with me, nigga. So she ain't here. So
that friend is a snitch.
Yeah, well.
Girl code, you never do that.
Nah, man, nah. Shout out to you, friend. Shout out to you. And then ibam throw palambi wami. And then she said no. That was her female friend. I was like, what? I'm not dumb. Come on now.
You blind.
Yeah, well, that was the worst. And then the best is where I'm at right now. Ngileng Mateo.
Neither. Lolo konanyal. Ben kalela yena langtala.
That was the first time I ever worked at a place for 2 days. And after the second day, I had a chat with the boss, and the boss he was like, hey, yo, this is the target that you need to reach. And I asked him that, yo, so before we came through, because I had a partner with me, yeah? And then I was like, before we came through, did you reach this target? He was like, no, that's why you're here. And I was like, up yours. I'm not doing this. This is nonsense. He wanted something impossible, something that he could never reach himself. I thought to myself, wait, hold on. Maybe I could be a good employee and, meet those targets. But then when I sat down after 5 minutes having a chat with him, I was like, you're cool, I was like, yo, dog, deuces, where my money at? He was like, I can't pay you. I was like, yay.
Right, my best working experience that I miss even today, it was working for print. I'm a writer, I love writing. I'm working for The Observer and writing about entertainment. That's the best job I ever had. To write well about artists, to put them in a different light, best experience ever. I would do it all over again.
There's this company I used to work for where we did a lot of movies and a lot of music videos, and that was like one of the best times of my life because that's one of the things that I really love to do, so it was the best. And also currently,
what happened?
I spent 2.5 hours in one aisle. It was a shop that sells, it's a shop in SA that yeah, you can't say names.
Yeah.
It sells Boma makeup thingies, and then some medical stuff, you know. The shop that girls really love and they want it here in the country. We spent 2.5 hours there for so much that I started reading things behind me, saying funds in my pocket. I'm like, oh, okay, this is beneficial. And then an old lady came to us, I'm sorry, can you help me? I helped out because we're saying funzili, sengati. That was the worst ever. And the best ever is when I am shopping because I'm in the store. 15 minutes max, shopping because I have a list in done.
I was in Joburg. I wanted to buy lingerie. Please make sure my dad does not watch this episode.
Ilingeri.
Pretty little red number.
Describe it to me, Benjan.
I don't want to describe it to you. I just did that. It was pretty. It was little. It was red.
You got a picture of it?
Lunga. So I got it there. It looked really nice. And I asked the lady, so you see how I'm shaped, right? Is this tiny thing gonna, fit in? And she's like, no, we have a bigger size. Okay, yeah, it's a bigger size. I'm like, no, I can actually, no, baby. Tada is gonna go well here. Yo. And then I get into the house. I actually wanted to go back home to try it on. I didn't want to try it on yet. I tried it on. The hips. It couldn't go further. I was like, and it rolled up. It was that was the worst. And it was so pretty when it was there, but yeah, that was the worst. And then the best, because I really do not like shopping. I'm not the girl that spends 2 hours in shops. I like shop like a man. Get what I want, I'm out. The best, I got Pendant Peak. I got a gold jumpsuit. I went for my awards last year. It was so pretty, you couldn't tell it was $50 at Pendant Peak Kalobam. I could wait today, I could wait in any other event. It's just, yeah.
No,
so that's the best.
Shout out to you.
If I see something nice, I'm getting it. I don't literally go to a shop and say, oh, shopping therapy, retail therapy. Nah, I'm not that girl, but do give me the money.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, shout out to you.
Yeah, those are some of your faves, guys, sharing best and worst experiences. Hey, I don't know. Mina ngathandaza ukuthi batali balunga bangayibukeli le episode le because wow,
they are saucy, spicy. I liked it. They are so witty. I like them. I like them.
Very much so.
Yeah. So I hope to see the best and worst of something else. Maybe some other people. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
something. So that wasting any time on the show. Time is up already.
Yeah.
It's time for us to take a look at what happened today in history. So in 1945, the world's first nuclear explosion occurred when a plutonium implosion happened, or device that was tested at a site located 210 miles south of Los Alamos, New Mexico, on the plains of what is called the Alamogordo bombing range, known as the Jornada del Muerto.
All right.
Right? All that French.
All French. Also, what we're looking at is the fact that in 1969, Apollo 11 launched on the moon, guys. So you know how our scientists, we have people, especially in the United States, people visiting the moon. So that is when this actually happened, the first landing, which was in 1969, I'd like to think, if I'm not mistaken, 1969. So that's what we're looking at today. And of course, we do have birthdays. We are celebrating Will Ferrell, who was born in 1967. Actor, comedian, producer, and of course he basically loves a lot of comedy, sometimes stand-up comedy. I like this guy so much. He's very, very funny. He's turning 57 years old today. Happy birthday to him.
Which version of him do you like most?
Comedy version of him. He's funny.
He's really funny.
He's very funny.
So also one other person celebrating a birthday today is WWE superstar,
of course,
Bobby Lashley, born in 1976.
Of
right,
course.
guys?
Okay.
Yeah. Bobby Leslie Nguyenje lawyer, 48 years of age. And of course, we do have our guest artist ready to reveal. You know, if you think you knew who that person was, unfortunately today, Angadishem. Noma?
I think it's Sia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if we can see her.
Lo Sia Chandelier. Who's that? Yay!
Huh? Yeah, I did. But I didn't know the name.
Oh, you didn't know the name. Oh, I'm so shocked. Anyway, guys, we've come to the end of our episode today on a Health Tuesday. We hope that you had fun. Make sure you download that app, guys, so you can have, HIV basically access, HIV prevention measures at the comfort of your home on your phone. It wasn't just for show. You guys actually learned something. We'll see you guys on a Family Wednesday, which is tomorrow, and of course 5:30.
Yes, THPPY.
Yes.
That's the word. That's the password. And of course, we hope that you guys had a beautiful show today. Lunga and Moket, you got to know their best and worst experiences. And of course, so much more that we had for you today on the show. We meet again, Iksasa, same time on a Family Wednesday. Bye-bye.
Good night.
It's your
lalela tindzaba letibuye enkosini uthoka ndaba emabutho kujuba ngenkomazi kujuba ngelithaka eMpumalanga kujuba ngelithaka eShiselweni kujuba ngelithaka eNtshonalanga akaphelele Dzidzini ngalesihlanu mhla ka19 kuKholwane. Nanga ke lamabutho inganyeti inyathi umgadlela nakhololo usho njalo ke Mswazi omnyama kulabathuli kulodwa ndaba sembelebelele umkhephula ngejosi igazi phalale nangemakhala ngibhebhebhe umlilo wafuthi igana songana nyaka nakufutha abomakhondlo kade kwavutha usho labo gobolojo ingane Mswati ubandli ngogqwala indlela livuso lelihla umuntu loseswini bese kusilonge phandle usizeke emakhosi ukuthi balekela Mswati ngitshela umuntu okwalako tovulisa imiyakhe kanye tingabatakhe ulomagadlagahla sobhuza ulomashikiselo lomashimbi yakhe lisikhiwa lesivuthwa kulamnyama emahlathi ingane lapha khona Mswati bangwene bayashabashela etindlile
Don't miss out on the annual clearance sale at Mr. Cheap Fabric Center. Emahiya go from as little as only 110 emalangeni. This is a great chance for you to look good at the upcoming Umhlanga ceremony. We also have half price on selected dress fabrics and half price on selected curtains and sofa cover materials. In Manzini, we're at Ngwane Street opposite Bunu Mall. In Babani, we're at Kwamile Street next to Spa Supermarket. Mr. Cheap Fabric Center, we dress the nation.
finally over. We have returned. It is, of course, Tuesday, and it is 6:30. Young Climber returns to your screens right here on Eswatini TV. Thank you once again for choosing us and choosing to join us this Tuesday. You know what we do. We deliver the greatest stories in the kingdom of Eswatini. And today is definitely no different, because I am speaking to someone who is loud and proud in the streets of achievement. I am talking about none other than Mr. Nathi Gule. No stranger to you, because I mean, he is everywhere. And if you don't know him, don't worry, you are definitely in the right place, because today he unpacks his life and his story, and most importantly, what motivation can he bring to you at home. Mr. Nathi Gule, welcome to Young Climber.
Thank you so much, Bella. Wow, what an introduction. I'm so excited to be on your wonderful platform where you are always empowering young people. And I hope they'll benefit something from our conversation today, something that will uplift them, something that will help them on their journey of life.
Of course, that is what we aim to do always. You know, you identify, as a global mentor and, of course, a public speaker. Can you kindly just tell us about yourself? Who is Nathi Gule, and some of your career highlights, of course?
I like to see myself as a creative. I like to see myself as a professional in the media space as well as marketing. And I am someone who is very passionate about youth empowerment. I've done a lot of programs with the youth as far as the Entrepreneurship World Cup in 2020, where I represented Eswatini, mentoring other young people from around the world in the top 100 companies that were competing. So I do identify myself as someone who works with the people. And I'm also apart from being a professional, I'm also